In the White House at the moment, there's an atmosphere of really pent up desire by the president and his advisors to get the economy reopened.
Thank you.
The unemployment is catastrophic around the country, and they're trying to stave off further economic calamity by trying to get people back to work.
Just an excitement surrounding the administration's efforts to get the economy roaring once again, and I think it's going to roar once it gets open.
But the president is also thinking about his own political fortunes. He knows that the state of the economy is going to help determine whether he wins re-election in November for a second term. And so he is fixated on trying to do whatever he can right now to get the economy on the rebound.
Will it be today? No. Tomorrow? No. But it will be at a certain point in the not too distant future.
The president is hearing from a lot of voices when it comes to coronavirus, both the public health response as well as the economic response. He has a White House task force that's being led by Vice President Pence, and that is the official group of government leaders that comes together to meet every single day to discuss the latest on the data, on the testing, on the needs of the various states. That includes Dr. Anthony Fauci and Dr. Deborah Birx. Separately, there's a group led by Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law and senior advisor, that has a much more behind-the-scenes role, but they carry a great deal of influence in helping determine some of the decisions that are being made by the administration and in coordination with private industries. And then there's a third task force that's taking shape this week, and that's an economic task force that's going to be focused on how to get the economy back on. The economic team is being led by Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. But one of the reasons there's not a grand strategy here to slow the spread of coronavirus and get things back to normal is because the president often is guided by impulse, by the moment, by what the news media narrative is on a given day or a given hour.
You know you're a fake. You know that. Your whole network, the way you cover it, is fake.
And makes these gut decisions based on what he is seeing on television, on Twitter, and what he's hearing from people as opposed to following a rubric or a plan.
I got brutalized over it by the press.
Our reporting shows that he has been driven throughout this crisis by his own image and by his own popularity, and making decisions that he thinks are going to bear fruit in the November election. He's looking to protect himself, to protect his legacy, to protect the economy, which he sees as intertwined with his legacy through his first term as president. And so he's making a lot of decisions, and more importantly, he's making a lot of statements that are often not factually accurate.
I guess I'm doing okay because, to the best of my knowledge, I'm the president of the United States.
As a way to try to create his own narrative in a way that he thinks will help him politically and personally.